Just going to try and get your audio a little bit better, Yogendra. But while I do that, Shashi Tharoor, let's be honest. As you've said in your response to the Prime Minister's statement, you support the extension of the lockdown. You believe that it is important in a way to control corona. You need an extension of the lockdown. At the same time, you call for a sweetening of the pill. Let's be honest. Do you believe that lives and livelihoods can go together? The moment you extend a lockdown, there will be people who will have to change the way they live, and those at the margins suffer the most. So how do you ensure this balance? Is a challenge not just for India, but for many countries in the world, especially in less developing countries with large poverty populations.
So the argument is very simple, actually, Rajdeep, which is that you do need the lockdown because we don't have the capacity to cope with hundreds of thousands of cases. It's as simple as that. We're just not equipped for it. So we need to prevent people falling ill in the first place. That's why I support the Prime Minister. Equally, I support his intention to have a phased lifting on the basis of data that he wants to wait to collect of April. Where are the trend lines? We've seen in Kerala, they flattened the curve. In Maharashtra, the curve is still rising. So it's going to vary from place to place. If they can evolve the kind of formula recommended by the Kerala expert group, which said that you basically color code the districts on the basis of how many recent cases they've had and how many people are under home observation. And when you don't see recent increases, you let them restore normal life, start working again, opening shops and so on. And those areas where there is evidence of recent virus attacks or recent difficulties when it comes to needing to place people under home observation, there you continue the lockdown. Now, who are the people who are getting left out of all of this? Undoubtedly, the migrant workers are key. Other employees who are dependent on a daily wage are key. And clearly, the government needs to provide a safety net, which it has not so far done, for those who have no other means of survival. I'm sure you said you're going to have Jean Drez later in the program.
Yes.
He'll give you very detailed and thoughtful ideas. But there's no question in my mind that we have a large number of vulnerable people for whom the only sahara is the central government. And the central government is just going to have to do whatever is necessary to ensure that those who literally have no other means of survival, they don't work today, their family doesn't eat tonight. Those people are taken care of for the 3 weeks, the 6 weeks, whatever it takes for us to beat this.
No, but
I agree with the government policy that objectively
whose responsibility,
we cannot afford to...
Dr. Tharoor, whose responsibility? The state government or the centre? Who takes that prime responsibility of ensuring that if there is a migrant living in my state, whose responsibility should it be? Should it be of the Maharashtra government in this instance, or should it be of the centre?
I think it's a collaborative responsibility, Rajdeep. First of all, the government in the centre has declared a national lockdown on the basis of powers given to the central government under the National Disaster Management Act of 2005. Therefore, the central government has taken upon itself a power that, for example, the US federal government doesn't have. Each state has the power. So because this is the case, the state and the center has to work together. And the center has to give certain dues to the states, which it has lagged behind in paying. A classic example is GST dues. They may have to borrow money if necessary to be able to pay those dues, but unless they transfer cash to the states, the states don't have the resources available to do what they need to do. So it's not just a question of compassion, it's also a question of practical realities. Governments need money to do the work they're supposed to do, and the intention has to be there. But the fact is that the central government ought to have thought about all this. If they're declaring the lockdown, and they're imposing it on the entire country, I believe was the right thing to do. I would have done it with a little more notice and a little better planning. Nonetheless, they need at the same time to equip the states to support the vulnerable. Otherwise, they have to do it themselves. They have not yet transferred dues for the Manrega workers. They've not increased, as we suggested, the amount of money in the Jan Dhan accounts or in the PM Kisan Yojana. And now we have, of course, the relaxation for agricultural workers to go and do the harvest. Otherwise, the food will rot in the fields. The truth is, there's an awful lot that needed to be attended to. The central government is the all-seeing, all-knowing apex at the top of this decision-making pyramid. They will have to make those decisions. They will have to take the call, and they will have to find the resources. We have to support them. But we have to remind them what they need to do, because that's what you're in the media is showing us. where the system has failed.
Sure. I'm going to come back to you. I think you're making very important points there, Dr. Tharoor, how to achieve this balance between lives and lives.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.